the biosphere. Now that we know what an enormous and complex life support system the biosphere is, we can see that it is, despite its storms and quakes, astonishingly stable. We can realize the degree of its overall gentleness more when we consider how delicate the flower of life is. An excessively erratic system could never produce and sustain it as the biosphere has done over the eons. Yes, there have been mass extinctions, but they have generally been due to infrequent cosmic intrusions that we might one day learn to prevent. It would, in fact, not be Panglossian to say that it generally provides an environment that is quite heavenly, especially compared to the flaming or frozen weather on the other planets in the solar system. So let us be as caring toward life as creation has been through our blessed biosphere, able assistance in how magnificently life may continue its effulgence. 2. Since there appear to be occasional extinctions due to the position and movement of a life-nourishing planet, precipitating such events as cataclysmic impacts and ice ages, we may or may not survive, we must learn to accept that nature, within the billions of years of its evolution, sustains species for a generous lifespan and, in the event of a natural cataclysm, recuperates and then establishes a fresh start for the planet, with new species, or, more likely, with a mixture of established and new species. Must we, as one species, live as long as the Earth may continue its animate lifespan to be satisfied? 3. North to south, frigid to torrid, the Earth provides, in its size, distance from the sun, and curve, the temperature range in which animate life can flourish. 4. Rain, though it may dispose us to sympathetic sadness, is actually a joyful gift of life support and the perfectly natural complement to sunshine. 5. Snow is an extravagant and glorious gift of environmental variety, made safer and more tractable by those modern wonders of municipal service, snowplows. 6. What of storms and quakes? Consider how flat and proximate to enormous depth the coastlines are, and a hurricane diminishes. Recall the dimensions of the planet's birth and movement, and an earthquake calms. Our cities rise in relative safety, unless we destroy them, and a ride on a bumpy road jars us more than a quake that sends the Richter scale to 6s and 7s. 7. Pollution would be an early byproduct of industrialization, to be remedied by refinements of development. 8. Nature will, I think, teach us lessons about the harmfulness of environmental misconduct before it is completely fatal to us. But it is by its excessive presence already fatal to the best lives we could lead. I often muse that one of the things nature does to clue us in where air pollution is excessive is to occlude the moon and stars, or our larger view of what we may regard as the grand molecular structure of our natural supreme being. 9. The environment is sacred in itself, to all the life it has evolved and supports, and to all creation. And anyone who preserves and enhances it serves life and creation and is therefore virtuous, while anyone who diminishes it disserves life and creation and thereby commits an offense against it, or what we might consider a natural venal or mortal sin. 10. Since we know how the earth moves with the sun, we can understand the variations that make the seasons. Let us celebrate their arrival as natural holidays, sacred to life and creation. Winters of stillness and contemplation, springs of joyful promise, summers of warm delight, and falls as the colorful natural completions they are. Salutes to life, that make possible another spring. 11. Spring invites my spirit to the glories of life, but I also know how redemptive a crisp fall evening can feel on a still lake, bordered with a colorful palette of fall, and graced by the reflections of a roseate sunset, while mallards paddle by and geese honk overhead. 12. A worthy caption for the truth-evoking photograph of the Earth as seen from space, as it gently, may I say lovingly, floats us through enormities of space and time is revere the biosphere. 13. Abundantly evident in a rainforest, colorfully visible in a reef, is the Earth's great urge to live, part of the irrepressible spirit of the universe to live, and each of us with a sacred share of it. Oh, live and be worthy of it.